Buenas noches, mi nombre es Américo Santiago. Vivo en el 93 de Burnham Street. ¿Ustedes están grabando esto?
Yes, we are.
Yeah? You're recording this?
Yes, we are.
Good, because if you didn't, then...
And also there.
Also there?
So you want to turn around, you can be on TV.
No. This is not about TV. This is the question is, are you recording this officially?
Yes, we are.
Good.
There's a recorder here, and there's a video camera there. This is one that's recording it as we're going along.
Yeah? By a tape recorder? Yeah. ¿Cómo ustedes pueden saber mi información si no lo están grabando?
That's not appropriate, come on.
My question is, how do you know what I'm saying if you're not recording this? Am I?
Stop. You know what you're doing. Let's not play it.
No, we
We're
are.
trying really to hear what you have to say. Those of us who unfortunately do not speak Spanish would not understand. We have Rosa here who can, but she's one of five. Please give us the courtesy of speaking in English so we can understand what you're saying and maybe get some ideas from this.
See, that's the problem. That if you don't have an official recorder, then you won't understand what I'm saying if I was speaking to you in Spanish. And there are many people out there who would like to come over here, and they probably are afraid to come, who will turn out and they don't get a chance to vote because they didn't understand the process. So, excuse me. So, according to state regulation, you are supposed to have an official recorder in Spanish so you can get the information. No a TV camera, okay?
Actually, we don't have to have a recorder at all. This is
But
a service.
you don't. But somebody can say, listen, I went to testify and I couldn't get my testimony.
Give us some ideas. Do you have some ideas?
Yes, I have an idea. I have an idea.
Good, tell me.
The registrars of voters should be a state agency. Should be part of the state agency. Very simple. You can come over here and complain about what the registrar did, what this person did. The state of Connecticut should be in charge of all elections, which include local offices.
Secretary of State?
The Secretary of State, yes. And the Secretary of State should have the budget to pay for the local registrar's office. That's the way it should be. Should be one registrar or a state official that is in charge of the local elections instead of having 2 or 3 registrars like they have in Hartford right now. There should be just one agency that deals with the registrations instead of having 2 or 3 registrars.
When you say 2 or 3 in Hartford, you mean the state?
In Hartford, we have 3 registrars of voters.
You're from Hartford?
You read my address, 93 Burnham Street. I don't live in Hartford, I live right here.
You said 3, I mean the city of Hartford.
The city of Hartford has 3 registrars.
That's because they have a third party.
Correct. So to eliminate all that jumble bumble, like what you call it, have the state of Connecticut take over the local registrars in every town, and if they don't have the budget, it should come through the state budget. Also, instead, like you have small communities that have a part-time registrar, they should be combined per population and say, okay, we have an office for 30,000 people, and you report here in such and such a day, and in this town you do it on Wednesday, on this town you do it on Thursday, whatever. But at least you have the office to be responsible for everyone. You're going to eliminate all the problems that you have in the local community if this is taken by the state and their civil service workers or state employees. That's the only way that it's going to happen. Get the politics out of it and do it as a state employee. And you eliminate all this and you wouldn't be wasting your time over here. Thank you very much.
That's a good idea.
Okay, probably that's what you submit, and then that the report will be over.
I didn't know anybody was going to have to read it. I thought I was just signing in. My name is Jocelyn Hudson Brown, and I'm originally from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I live in New Haven, so I'm happy to come down and practice my First Amendment rights. First of all,
For 2 minutes.
Pardon?
His First Amendment right for 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes, yes, I'll be brief. They spoke a lot about possibly finances and everything as why there was a shortage of ballots. This whole idea here in this panel costs a lot more than those extra ballots would have cost. That's the first thing. And secondly,
I want to assure you, we don't get paid.
well, I'm just saying, there's still an expense attached to it. On the other hand, I was in Hartford at the Malloy headquarters, and we got 52 Foley, 46 Malloy, whatever, changing, and then Malloy comes out and says he won. And I'm sure the same thing was happening at Foley. He's winning, and they say we lost. So, and when I'm there and it says Bridgeport, my hometown, I'm like, this is going to be a fiasco, which it turned out to be. And there's a lot of name calling and finger pointing, and somebody should lose their job because for, 68,000 people and 20,000 ballots to be voting, that's somebody making decisions for the people, and that does not a democracy make. That's the first thing. And then and I don't know how you will rectify this with the voters that did come out, the disenfranchised, the first-time voters, the people that took a chance and they never got their voices heard. And apparently the number of people that came out was unprecedented, simply because the ballots weren't there and they weren't expecting it. These people may never come out again. So what may just be considered some, Democratic, Republican idea of political shenanigans, you've hurt people that have done this, certainly not you people, have hurt people in ways that may never be recovered. So thanks for the time.
Thank you. Aaron McDonough. Aaron McDonough.
Hello, and thank you for giving me the chance to speak. My name is Erin McDonough. I live at 955 Main Street here in downtown Bridgeport. I voted at City Hall at about 2 o'clock p.m. I voted with a photocopied ballot. I feel entirely confident that my vote was counted, and I was just here to say that there was a suggestion put forth by one of our representatives to Hartford that in the future ballots be part of the Citizens Election Program. There are perhaps extra funds that could go to these ballots. I know that Bridgeport is not the only city that had an issue with the number of ballots that had been provided to the voters. And I think that if the funds are there, it's an excellent suggestion that voting is crucial to everyone, and that this may be a very good way to prevent such things from happening in the future.
Thank you.
Aaron, thank you.